Imagine an abundance of wealth so vast, it could influence the course of civilizations. It's a concept that has captivated human imagination since time immemorial. Wealth and riches, in their many forms, have been the driving force behind some of the most significant events in human history. From the construction of grand palaces and monuments to the funding of wars and expeditions, the power of wealth is undeniable. It's more than just a measure of material possessions. It's a symbol of power, influence, and the ability to shape the world according to one's will. Our fascination with wealth is as old as civilization itself. It's embedded in our stories, our history, and our cultures. We admire those who amass it, we dream of obtaining it, and we study the lives of those who've had it in extraordinary amounts. But who were the richest individuals to have ever lived? And what can their stories tell us about wealth? Our journey begins in the 14th century with Mansa Musa, the king of Mali. Mansa Musa's wealth was truly legendary, amassed from the abundant gold and salt mines of his kingdom. But this wasn't a king content with just hoarding wealth. When he embarked on his famous pilgrimage to Mecca, his entourage was a spectacle of opulence. He distributed gold so generously along his route that it caused hyperinflation, disrupting local economies for years. But Mansa Musa wasn't just about splurging. He was a visionary who invested in his people. He commissioned the construction of grand mosques and learning centers, sparking an intellectual and architectural renaissance in Mali. His investments in education fostered a generation of scholars and left a lasting impact on the cultural fabric of the region. Mansa Musa's wealth wasn't just about gold and riches, it was about the legacy he built. His investments have echoed through the centuries, reminding us that wealth can be a tool for transformation. Mansa Musa's wealth was so immense it was almost impossible to quantify. Fast forward to the 16th century, we meet Jakob Fugger, a German merchant and banker. This savvy businessman was known as Fugger the Rich for a good reason. His wealth was amassed through an intricate network of trade routes spanning Europe and Asia, and a banking empire that made him the personal lender to kings and emperors. Fugger's influence wasn't limited to commerce. He was a formidable player in the political arena as well. His most significant political maneuver was arguably his role in the election of Charles V as Holy Roman Emperor. By financing Charles's campaign, Fugger effectively bought the emperorship for him, securing his own position as the empire's chief financier. This is a man whose wealth wasn't just about opulence, it was a tool, a lever he used to shape the world around him. Fugger's wealth not only built an empire, but it also shaped the course of European history. Next, we travel to the late 19th and early 20th century to meet John D. Rockefeller, the oil magnate. Rising from humble beginnings, Rockefeller struck black gold with the founding of Standard Oil, a company that would monopolize the American oil industry and create an empire of wealth. His business acumen was matched only by his philanthropy. He channeled vast portions of his fortune into education, health, and scientific research, laying the groundwork for many American institutions we know today. His wealth, amassed from the bubbling wells of oil, not only transformed his own life, but also the very fabric of American society. Industries grew, cities flourished, and a new era of prosperity dawned, all under the shadow of Rockefeller's oil derricks. His legacy, both in business and philanthropy, continues to shape America in countless ways. Rockefeller's fortune was so vast it still echoes in the American landscape. Finally, we arrive in the 21st century with Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos' journey to wealth is a tech-savvy tale, one that is intricately woven with the threads of e-commerce and cutting-edge technology. Starting in a humble garage, Bezos transformed an online bookstore into a global marketplace, forever altering the way we shop. His ventures didn't stop at retail, though. He expanded into cloud computing with Amazon Web Services, a bold move that has paid off handsomely. Yet it's not just the wealth that makes Bezos' story so compelling, it's the influence. His ventures have shaped modern consumer culture, moving us from brick-and-mortar stores to digital domains. His wealth has powered a shift in the global economy, making it increasingly digital. Whether it's one-click purchases or two-day shipping, Bezos' impact is felt in our everyday lives. Bezos's wealth is a testament to the power and influence of the digital age.